Hey,
Hey,
how y'all doing?
how y'all doing? I think I'm upside down.
What you
What's this?
podcast?
Hey, am I upside down?
No, you're perfect.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
It's
welcome to
Danny.
our podcast today, guys.
Hey, it's me, Danny Doll.
And it's me, Miss Plus Size Magic.
Hey, welcome to the Plush Stars podcast where we bring you the juice.
Every Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Yes. So today's topic is they're just not that into you.
No, they're not that into you, child. There's a lot of things we could talk about that, girl.
Yes.
So, how do you feel? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you've been with a guy and he's just not that into you? Like, have you or anybody you know been in that type of situation? And what would you like? What type of advice would you give these people?
Um, I can say that I've been in situations where people may not have wanted the same things I wanted. But I don't know if I can say they necessarily weren't that into me. But I have a few situations where I wasn't really that into somebody that was really, really, really into me.
Mm-hmm.
And the leverage that they had to stand on was the fact that the person I was dealing with really wasn't like the best person to deal with. So they had all these different things that I had confided in them, different points of views based on what I've confided in them about. To say, oh, well, I'm not going to treat you like this and I'm not going to treat you like that. And I would never do this to you. I can't understand why you want him and not me. And it's like, bro, you just got to understand, bro. I don't like you like that. It
Right.
won't continue with. The treatment is fine, but if I don't like you like that, we can't get jiggy with it. Can't cricket. I can't hit you with your cricket.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of instances where I'm just not into a person the way that they're into me. But I try to be honest. Like, I'm not like going beat around the bush. Like, I think I'll tell you, it's just like, it's the way I am. I'll be like, yeah, you'll be like, oh, I want to do this and that with you. And I'll be like, I'll kind of be like, well, let's just, we can hang out or we could, do something, but I'm not sure where I'm at. So I feel like when a person starts saying like, oh, well, let's just be friends or let's just see where it goes or when you start asking a person, so what do you think about the future with me and you? And they were like, well, you know what? I really want to think about that. I'm just trying to chill and have fun right now. Those are words where people are trying to tell you they're not really that into you. They're not thinking past right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have fun with you right now. I don't really think about you in my future, you know? So
Right.
I feel like you gotta listen out to those words like, yeah, well, let's just enjoy this for the moment. Like we having fun. Ain't you having fun?
Right.
You ain't never tell somebody like, you want to enjoy my time? I enjoy your company. I like to be around you. I like to
Right.
talk. You cute. I like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying futuristic things to you.
Right. Right.
I,
Right.
like I'm keeping it on the surface, basically. And
Right.
if I don't start talking to you about, oh yeah, we can do this in the future, and not in my future, I want babies, or babe, we should go, when we get married, or I feel like if a person is not going into the future or asking you about the future, then they really not that into you. They kind of just it's just about right now.
Yeah, but see, now when is those type of relationships too much? Like basically like once we get a certain age, right? When
Right.
we got a lot of time to dibble and dabble. You think you're in love young, but a lot of times those young relationships don't work or whatever, whatever. You got time, you know what I'm saying? You got time for, you know. Hey Levada,
Hey
see
girl.
you.
Yes.
But yeah, that's our
Oh,
third leg right there, Levada.
yes.
But
Welcome
anyway,
back, baby.
yeah, yeah. But like when you get a certain age, it's like you can't really play with that living the right now. Like even though like you gotta live every day like it's your last. But it's like when do you get to the point where it's like, all right, enough playing.
Well, listen, I'm gonna keep it real, right? Because I'm a woman that wants to be married, right? I do want to be married, but every man that I'm dating, I don't see being my husband. Now, it's not to say that it can't change, but it's not to say that you can't change somebody's mind. You that it rarely happens. I love you too.
Me too,
It
baby.
rarely happens when you change somebody's mind. You know what I'm saying? So you have to what we're saying. It doesn't always happen. Most of the time, when I see a man or I'm with a guy, I know what I want to do with him, and he knows what he want to do with me. Sometimes people play and they lie to you, and they be like, "Oh yeah, I see you in my future," and that's not always true. That's
Right,
why talking about last weekends. You got to know people's actions. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people's actions will tell you they not that into you. Like sometimes people's words will be lies, girl. Like you know what
right,
I'm but for the most part, if somebody's a truthful person and they're saying to you like, "Oh, well, I don't want to think about the future. I'm having fun right now." Then they're letting you know that they're not into you. They're not that into you. Like they're into you for now. And I think what you were just saying, like, when do we stop playing? Like we can't know who's going to be in our future. So you have to. I feel like you have to date. You got to get to know people. You got to keep dating until you find that one, or till that one finds you. But why stop having fun? Why stop living your life? What you going to shut down? You know what I'm saying? And stop living your life because you ain't find that one. Nah, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna have fun. I'm 36. I don't know what my last day is. Like,
right,
let's have fun, baby. It's fun right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in the moment.
right, right.
Because if you don't live in a moment, how can that person find you if you don't date around? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, well, I would say like uh like the importance of dating could be to kind of like evolve a little bit. Because I think like even though it sucks to be hurt, I think being hurt kind of like molds you and kind of like like gets you ready for the real world. Because the real world, when you really get out there and you start like catching feelings, opening up to people, it can really hurt. Like love can really, really hurt. It shouldn't. I know they say it shouldn't, but when you love somebody, that's when certain things hurt. So it's like okay. And can you imagine falling in love with somebody, or even getting married somebody with somebody to somebody, and a couple years down the later, now all of a sudden the love has changed.
Yeah. I mean, that happens.
That
I
happens.
mean, people be in relationships with people and then people stop being into them. That definitely happens. And that's where you have to look at people's actions and their signs, because people's actions and signs change. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have started bringing you flowers, bringing you roses, and even though when you're in a relationship, that type of stuff dies out. You know what I'm saying? Just like I was saying one week where I was like, okay, in the beginning of the relationship, it's all good to be lovey dovey, but when I'm usually in a relationship, I kind of like some of that stuff can slow down because we around each other every day. I don't need you on top of me every day. 9 times out of 10, if I'm with somebody, I've lived with them. So he's coming home from work. He's I see him. there's no need for him to be on top of me all day. You know what I'm saying? I see him every day. I'm cooking for him every day. Because usually in a relationship, if we both work, I try to cook dinner. I try to, have some type of, stabilization in my relationships. Whatever he needs from me, I'm going to give it to him. That's who I am, period. If he needs a certain amount of things, that's what I give. So I'm usually cooking dinner when he come home from work because I usually work in the daytime. And I don't need somebody all on top of me. But like those things sometimes change. Like, but when they change drastically and you start seeing a person like not even want to hug you, kiss you, have sex, then yes, in a relationship and in a marriage, people cannot be into you anymore. And those signs are usually something that you can see. So I think sometimes you have to just pay attention to something that you can see. And that's not always, sometimes just in a relationship.
Sometimes people hide it.
Oh, yeah.
People hide it. So, like, what if the person is like,
You know something about that. You know how that feels. Like how you stop being into somebody and you change. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I've been with somebody for a long time, and towards the end of the relationship, things changed. Like I wasn't even like interested in sex anymore with that person. It was like I'm kind of like done. I tried. The thing is like we always will argue. We just could never agree with anything each other said. It's like everything I said was the problem. Everything he said came across as a problem. It was just like, yo, I'm done, bro. And then you kind of like once you break up, then you're like, oh well, I wonder if, but I'm done. Like I don't even. I don't want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go back if they ask. They ask. I still got love for them though.
That's the heart. I got love for you, baby, but it's over.
Got nothing but love for you, baby.
I think that I love I got love for all my exes. Like if they needed me, they could call me. Like I'm a good type. Like that's the person that I am. I'm genuine. You know what I'm saying? And they've all called me and they've all talked to me or whatever. And we're usually cool. Some of them, like if you do me wrong, don't call me because we not cool. Because for the most part, most of my exes have not done things to me where I really hate them. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them done things, and I'm still kind of nice to them, but we not cool. Just
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still nice to my exes, even the ones that did me dirty. Like whatever, because you know what? I feel like if I'm still angry, then that means I'm not over that shit. I'm over.
Right. That's why I said I'm kind of nice, but we not too cool. Like there's some of my exes that we cool. Like I can still call them and they will still do for me. You know some of my exes that we cool.
Yeah, they still do. You right? You ain't right.
Yeah, like I'm still cool with them. Like I still got love for them. I still pray for them. I still whatever. Because if I once, that's forever for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in contact with almost all of my exes. Like I talk to almost all of them, like every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then. And sometimes they still come through. If I need them, or if they need me, I come through. It's cool. We you the homie, bro. You were part of my life. You were part of my legacy. Like some people feel like, oh, once it's over. But nah, you were part of my life. You were what built me. You taught me what to do in the next one. You taught me what to do down the line, or what not to do.
Right. So Danielle, what advice would you give? What advice would you give the females? And saying what do you think that is most important signs when a man is not into you, when a man doesn't like you? What are the most signs that they should really look for?
For me, conversation will change. Like they would the conversation will really like come to either a halt or slow down. Like so when you are attempting or you want to engage in conversation with them, it'll be a little dry. And that's some people. Some people are just talkative. Some people are not. But I'm just, like the conversations will change. Like things that you say and normally do will start becoming a problem. Like once, like, cause I'm very outspoken, right? So I'm gonna speak my mind, and sometimes I might say it in a way where people don't like it and they think that but that's just me, you know. But in the beginning, it's okay, but then down the line, it's like, all right, now, like now everything I say is a problem. Well, what? Well, I'm just stating the truth. So it's like, it's like, wait a minute, like, are we becoming a burden for each other? Like after a while,
Okay.
you kind of got to feel that string. When there's a string, when y'all gotta force each other to like affection will change.
Yeah.
Most likely, the person, you or that person will have less affection towards the other one. Sex will change. Sometimes sex will slow down. There's a lot of little different signs that you can look for.
Right.
Like, you know,
I think in the beginning of a situation, I think that you should look for, like, that's in a relationship. I think if you're not in a relationship, you should definitely look for the person not really like giving you anything. Like, if you're always like texting that person and that person's not texting you back, they not really feeling you. If that person wants something from you and you feel like it's an agenda, like if it's an agenda, they want money, they want sex, they want something, and that's all it's around. It's not around like regular conversation and regular topics that y'all having, just about like, oh, I like you, what you like to do. They should be asking you questions. They not into you. You know what I'm saying? Like if they calling you and it's all about sex and it's not about nothing else, they not into you. They wanna have sex with you, but they not into you like that, boo. So I mean, unless you just want to have sex with them too, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't continue that type of that relationship with them.
right? And it's good that you said at least because some people that's okay. Like some people like whatever. We just here for the sex. That's what we know what we here for. Let's just boom,
Right.
boom, boom, bam, get it out the way.
Right.
Like,
But
and
I
it's
mean,
you're okay with it.
some ladies out here. That's what I say. You got to know what you want. Some ladies out here, they do want the sex. Now I'm not gonna get it twisted. There was a guy that I liked, and you know what I'm saying. He was just so flip floppy. And you know what I'm saying? We had great, like, no, like, we started, it was crazy because we started, he would ask me questions about my life. He would ask me, he was getting to know me. Like, that's how we started. And then it switched over. He's just, like, I say he's real freaky. So it switched over to more sex talk and stuff like that. But for a long time, we were just talking about dating. Like, I really wasn't into it because I'm not gonna lie, I was talking to a couple of guys, so I was kind of into him, but it was just like it was what it was. Like I was kind of into, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But then it kind of switched over to sex, and then when I started being into him or whatever, he was like, it was just like he was so flip floppy that what we talked about sexually, I was so into. It was like, well, damn, I don't care if he flip floppy or what. He fine as hell and I want to sleep with him now. You know what I'm saying? So I told him, since he's so flip floppy, like, why can't it just start? Can it be that? And do you know that he got upset? And I'm like, I don't understand why. You're not really showing me that you're into me the way that I want you to be into me.
Right.
And then, like, it's like, to me, it's like, you could be into me or not. I don't really care because I'm cute too. So I got options. So
Okay.
you can
I, I,
so,
I,
like, if I got options, you ain't gotta lie, or you ain't gotta, like, if you just want that, and now I'm into it because we're compatible, we got
right.
chemistry, right? So it was like, so let's just do that. What's wrong with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we got sexual chemistry, we good on that. Like, and he kind of got upset, and I'm like, what's the purpose of you getting upset? What's the purpose of you getting upset when that's the type of chemistry that we have in it? You're so funny when it comes to I'm conversating with you, you asking for something. Then when I give you what you asked for, you being flip floppy. I don't deal with flip floppy people. You gotta be straight out. If you want me to be something, and you're not showing me that that's what you want, and you know what I'm saying? I don't chase it. I don't chase
Right.
men. I don't chase any, but I don't chase nobody. So whatever
Yeah.
you gonna have to let me know, and you gonna have to be consistent because I'm all about consistency. Because if you ain't consistent, trust and believe the next man is consistent. You know what I'm saying? He's consistently trying to get at me, you know?
Right.
And he coming correct. So
Right.
now I'm attracted to you, but I'm attracted to his consistency and maybe something else he got. So you may be fine and all of that, but if you ain't consistent with me, then I feel like you ain't that into me. And if you is that into me, I'm not into guessing.
No, I ain't about to, but I'm not even into. I'm not even into fighting for it. Like if you know,
Yeah,
and if I feel like that's because sometimes you do kind of fight for your love, especially if you think you got some leeway, you think that there's a chance for you, but sometimes there's no chance.
right.
Like sometimes there's no chance. Like the old boys or old girls just like not corresponding. They're like whatever.
Right, right. They playing the game. They playing the game with you. And sometimes like not like what I'm saying? Like I said, I never like I've been in a situation where I like with the same person, I feel like it was a game. And like he just didn't want to say that it was the game. And he even was like, oh, cut all your niggas off. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, sight. No, that's how I look like. You know what I'm saying? Because I always knew he was playing the game. You ain't about to play a game with me. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna give you the certain amount of game because listen, at the end of the day, like if I want something from you and you know what I'm saying, and I know that you playing the game, I'm obviously gonna get what I want because you definitely trying to get what you want.
Yeah, I told myself I'd never get rid of my whole list again. I got rid of my whole list one time. I put my niggas to the side. One time I was like, yeah, I ain't doing that ever again. I gotta keep it in the back just in case.
I ain't gonna lie. I will get rid of guys if a man is serious with me.
If a man is serious, yeah.
I'm talking to a person that I think is pretty serious. And so I don't mind getting rid of other guys that I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? If that person is consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Consistency and serious.
Consistency and serious. You gotta prove.
Yes. Like
Bro.
men, lady, fellas and women, if that person is not consistent, man or woman, if the woman or the man is not consistent behind the words that they say, they are not that into you. They
Yeah,
got, and everybody has options, but some people got more than others, okay? And
yeah,
if you don't want to be somebody's just option, and then you're into that person so much, like you like, oh, I love this person. Like you gotta watch that because that could be bad for you. It's gonna end up bad for you, not for them, because they options is plenty, and you might not be at the top of the list, sweetie,
right.
or you might not be at the top of the list of the options. So that person might not be, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta really watch. People be having options, and you may be the sixth or fifth one, if you even that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you gotta like really like I can't stand when a person gives up. Like say, you like me and I may not be ready for a relationship yet, or I might still dibble and dabble with somebody else, and then like, you know what, I give up. Give up. If you give up, then you definitely, you lost, bro. Like you lost because you gotta come hard, especially when you got some big shoes to fill. You know what I'm saying? Or when it's like if I have super feelings for this person, you can't think that you can just come in and like win me over without doing enough. And it's not necessarily material things. I'm talking about just being, like you said, being consistent. Show me that you want to be around, or show me that I'm the one that you want in your life. There's ways to do it. Not necessarily, spending money and all this. You you just, I'm just saying, that's not, that's not what I'm talking
That
about.
I'm just playing. We
No,
both. But yeah,
but
like
like when you get close to a person, you go Dutch. I don't care, go Dutch, or you do one week and I do the other week. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't even be. But
some
that's how you know.
try to win you over, and then some people win you over because, like I said, I wasn't into it at first. They just want to win you over, so you got to be careful because some people want to win you over just to say like, yeah, I got her. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they had me. I was like, damn. got me. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm the one like, dang, I'm into you now. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be careful. Like, you gotta be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just make sure y'all know what that person's true intentions is. Because some people, there's a lot of people out here that are playing games. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 34, 35, we're still playing games. And that's why we not where we want to be, because we so much concerned about playing games instead of getting our life, you know what I'm saying, where it needs to be. But there's some people out here playing games with you. And you gotta know that, you know what I'm saying? For whatever, to fill whatever need they have in life. Some people, you know what I'm saying, have needs. Some people have a whole relationship, right? But their relationship is not filling their emotional needs. So now they on a dating site, getting another number from a girl so that girl can fill their emotional needs, and they still going home to their wife, their woman, their girlfriend, or whatever. And then some people not getting sexual needs, so now they on the dating site finding a girl, a man, or whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Woman, man, whatever it is, to find that person to fill that need. Some people out here filling 20 needs with 20 different people. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know if you a need that somebody's filling, or you the whole package. Cause I ain't never gonna be your need, baby. I'm always a whole package. Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't be somebody need. That's why I'm always paying attention. You gotta pay attention, people. You gotta pay attention to what is going down. You have to pay attention to the people's actions, how they moving, what they saying. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know, it does that person, like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, even if a person is in a relationship, right? That person, they significant other working during the day, so they could call you all the way during the day, right? All day, whatever. At a certain time,
Sit
you
down.
can get no more phone calls, and they play it off like, "Babe, I like you. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow." And then, you know what I'm saying? So you know me, I'm gonna play the game that I'm gonna call you during that time where I think that's something, just to figure out, like, am I supposed to call you? Now, if that person get mad, and then I'm gonna keep doing it, because I want to make sure that you free at that time. Because there's no way you gonna cut me off every day at 6 o'clock and then don't call me for the rest of the day. You don't miss me at night one night? Nah. Y'all
So
got
you mean if they got a girl and they don't tell you, or they tell you that they got a girl?
or they don't tell you that they got a girl. They
Oh,
don't. They calling you at a certain time, and then a certain time you can't call them. You know what I'm saying? Or they never call you. And sometimes it's just coincidence. But if you call them at a certain time early in the morning, or if you call them late at night and they never picking up the phone or whatever, that's a little bit suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Or there's just so many signs, you know what I'm saying? Or if you call them early in the morning and they get mad that you calling them early in the morning, that's suspicious.
or they don't answer, and they don't answer you till
Never
like
answer.
they
They
don't answer you till after like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
I mean, sometimes I don't answer, and that's why I said sometimes you can't just blow up, because there's a lot of people that I just don't answer sometimes because I don't feel like talking in the
That
morning time.
means you're just not into them.
Huh?
That means you're just not that into them. Because if I'm into you, I don't care what time you call me.
I don't care. I do that same stuff to my boyfriend. Like sometimes, like my boyfriend will call me. I usually pick up the phone, but then sometimes I'll be like, "Dang, he about to come home. I'll talk to you later, babe." Like there's people like I'm a different individual because I can't put myself in everybody's category. You have to work for me, because sometimes there's a person that I was talking to, and I just think that it wasn't the time for me to be into him. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was he did stupid stuff, and then he did something else stupid, and then he did something else stupid, and then there was gaps in there, and like now I now, well, not now, but at another time I felt like he's more mature. You know what I'm saying? The way he talks to me, the way he's respectful, the what things that he want to do. So sometimes people do grow, But you gotta let them grow. If they not into you right now, move on. Don't sit there and wait. Maybe sometimes people will get into you because I've changed my mind and became into somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it just might not be the time or place for y'all to be into each other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be in two different spaces. So I know how to just walk away from somebody when they're not into me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they just not giving me what I want. I'll just stop talking to you. Period. You're not gonna call me with I just want this, I want sex, or you're not doing it. Because I control my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not open for, hey, I want this right now. Okay, that sounds nice. I hope you're having a good day, but you ain't getting it from me. I'll let you know when I want it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So like, you
So
know,
what do you do to what'd you say?
I said I'm not available for when somebody want me. Like I'm just not that open.
Right.
You just can't call me. You can call me if you feel like if we in a relationship or a situation, you can call me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, most of the time when I'm in a deep relationship, the person is either over my house all the time, I'm over their house all the time, or we live together. So it's a different situation for me. I usually get in deep relationships. If we in situationships, it's usually I like to control. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So what do you do to tell someone that you're just not into them without hurting them?
You've seen me keep it real, haven't you?
Yeah.
I keep it. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not into sugarcoating it with nobody. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I feel like men do that, but I'm so glad that God gives me power of discernment over men that be lying to me. And I be telling them, like, all right, you're lying. I know when guys be trying to feed me crap. And it doesn't really matter because, like, you know, it's a lot of other guys that trying to talk to me, so it don't matter. You're not phasing me with that. So it's for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I keep it real. Like I was talking to this one guy, this younger guy, and you know what I'm saying, and I didn't really like how we started. And I was like, you know, he liked me for a reason. I liked him. I don't know. I didn't really like him. Like, but we had fun together. And I told him, I'm like, yeah, this is fun, but you know, I don't really like you like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like you. And he was cool with it. He was like, well, you know, I like you. And I ain't really believe him, but he stuck around. He was like, I do like you, but I'm busy. I'm going to school. Like, I'm doing a lot of stuff, which he was, or whatever. He was like, I'm real busy. I'm doing a lot of stuff. But I kept it real with him. Like, I kept it real with him. I told him I'm talking to other people. I told him everything. You know what I'm saying? And there was a point where we got to where we liked each other in a different way because we were honest with each other. You know what I'm saying? So when a person is being honest with you, like, yeah, I talk to other people, I do this, I do that, it's better. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to talk to guys that keep it real with me over guys that don't. Because if they not that into you right now, or they be like, yeah, I'm talking to other girls, you don't know where that's gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That could go, well, I'm just not into you, period. Or it could go, well, y'all weighing y'all options, and then one day y'all might be the option that weighs together. You know what I'm saying? But honesty is the best policy. I'd rather, excuse my language, I'd rather a guy keep it real with me than him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I'd rather keep it real with a guy, and then we never know where that's gonna go.
Right. I mean, I kind of like just be like, listen, I'm not ready for nothing serious. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I try to kind of like beat around a little bit because people really be hurt. Like, they really be, and they be calling me with the, like, we should have been together and I don't understand. And what did I do wrong? And they be like, it's not true. Like, I like you. You cool as hell. And I wish I can keep you around. But I'm just not ready to be in anything with you. Like, and
it's not you, it's me, baby. It's not you,
I
it's
say that all the time. I'm like, it's me, honey. And it is me. It's me. It's me. I'm not really like I'm not ready for You know, commitment necessarily. Or I mean, you may be too good. Like, well, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that to you, bro. I ain't the one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to lead people down the road of like hurting their feelings. I don't like lying, like, cause I don't like karma, cause karma's up and it'll catch you on your its next shift.
Yes,
So
it will.
I don't like karma, so I really don't be leading people down too many roads. Like I don't be like, like this guy tried to do with me, try to lead me down the road, and I played his game because I wanted what I wanted. It is what it is. I know you playing the game with me. And it's crazy. Like I like to write, and I wrote about it and I sent it to him. But I wrote it in a poem, and I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, dang, that's hurtful. Cause like I feel like hurt people, right? So you wanna string me along, you think you flying, but I know you're pretty live. You know what I'm saying? I see through you. I see you hurt. So hurt people hurt people. So you think you leading me on to hurt me, baby, but nah, as soon as I stop talking to you, somebody else is hitting mama's line. Like, I'm just letting you know.
Somebody hit the line while I'm talking to you, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so why you trying to hurt my feelings over here? Just know you're not. But you did. You had a little bit, but just know it could move on very quickly. You know what I'm saying? It can move on very quickly. You had, like I said last week, you got to protect yourself.
Right.
But I know certain guys. I know when they're telling me the truth. I know, and the man that's telling me the truth is the man that I end up in a relationship with. I'm always in a relationship, so when he's telling me the truth, I'm definitely gonna be a different person. But when you're lying to me, okay, you're not that into me, and you playing like you are, okay, like it's fine because I play the same game. I said
Right.
if I want to,
Yeah, but it ain't good to play with somebody feelings. Like, like sometimes,
they feelings. It's
not you. I'm not saying you do that, but like I'm just saying in general. Some people and some people don't even mean to play with people feelings, but like that them sweet nothings and all of this, oh baby this, baby that. If you don't, that's why I don't say baby or beg unless I like in something with you. I love you or I'm in some type of something with you. Even like I don't say baby or baby to guys that I have sex with. Like I have sex partners or whatever. Well, whatever the one or two or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like people that I might have sex with within a year span or whatever. And it's like the title of bae or baby. No, no, bro. Because I don't want you to think that I'm not into you, because I'm not. I'm just,
yeah. I mean,
I like
I
the
people
moment.
that I'm into though. Like I call people if I'm into you, I'm gonna call you baby. Like I'm like bae. Like if I don't call you bae, that mean I'm not into you. Period. Like if I don't call you bae, or if I be like or if my bae's turn to sweetie, everybody's sweetie to me. Like okay, sweetheart. Like you know what I'm saying? If you sweetheart, right? If you sweetheart, then you're nothing. You know what I'm saying? If when you start turning to babe, then I might like you. When you start turning into baby, you know what I'm saying? Or when you start turning into baby, then that means you mean more. Like you gotta what? Like I got a series of words that I put you in. Then when you start turning into the way I talk to you, like the way I'm intense, because I'm an intense person. Like when I love you, I love hard. That's not no joke. I love hard. You know what I'm saying? So when I love you and I tell you I love you, that's not a joke. But I had to love some people and still let them go because I feel like they was playing. You know what I'm saying? So even if I love you, I'll give you the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the world. So that's honest. So like I said, it's a series of ways that I'm gonna talk to you. If I just like, all right, yeah, babe, obey, or stuff like that, like it'll get more intense. And that's what I feel like you'll see. That's what you'll see when a person and how they talk to you and how they relate to you and how they conversate with you. You can tell how much they like you. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, if I call you bae, of course I like you. It's just how I call you bae. You know what I'm saying? And then you like series. You may like two or three. You may like two people, and you're waiting to see who's the most serious about you, or or how y'all gonna feel about each other. You know,
Right.
because like I said again, it's dating, it's talking, it's getting to know people. And if you're gonna have a future with somebody, you gotta be out there. You gotta be open. You gotta be open to be loved and or to be let up and let down. Some people put you up to put you down, but you have to be open. Sometimes you're gonna get your heart broken. Like even me, I got my heart broken before. Like not a lot, but it happens. You know what I'm saying? Even in a relationship, it happened. I wanted to marry somebody, and they didn't think that I was like good enough to marry, or they was like not like they didn't think that I was good enough to marry. They wanted to marry me, but they kept saying, "Oh, in 5 years, in 3 years, and four." No, you have a time limit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not good enough to marry in like 1 to 2 years, then you won't want to marry me. Because the man that want to marry you, or the woman, like, you know what I'm saying? If you want to marry a woman and she keeps saying, well, then they don't want to marry you, how I feel. Or some people just don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't want to get married. Like that's true. Like or but certain people want to be married and they don't want to be in long relationships without getting married, and I'm one of them. Like we not being in no 5 year relationship without being married. Like I'm gonna give you 3 years. You don't want to marry. I'm gonna give you right now. I'm 36 years old. I'm giving you 1 year. You don't want to marry me? I'm out. Like let me know. You know what's
Yes, it's a chance because I don't know. It depends on if I'm ready. Because I used to want to be married so bad. I wanted this big old wedding and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on who the person that comes along. Because like if me and the person that comes along really mesh and we click and we can be friends first and we can really because I'm big on loyalty because I try to be as loyal as possible.
yeah. If I'm
And
telling you that, if I'm
yeah,
telling you I'm loyal.
yeah, yeah. So it's like, once that person comes along, it's like, you should be able to feel it. It shouldn't even be something that needs to be said. And some people marry people and before they get or they say they propose and before they get married they fall out of being into them. Like in
Mm-hmm.
like I know somebody per se who is engaged, got a wedding date set and everything. And I was like, do you love her? And he was like, not really. What? I
Right.
said, he said, but I do. I am somewhat in love with someone else, but I'm just, I'm gonna marry her. We've been together for a while, and it's like,
No,
what? Why? Why?
marry. Don't marry me if you don't love me.
Yeah.
Nah, I
I
don't want.
said, like, gee, he loves her, but he said he doesn't know if he's in love. And I said, how can you attempt to marry someone and you can't say that you're in love with them? I don't know.
The crazy thing about that is I'm gonna tell you one thing about me and my ex. We're very good together when in a household, right? Like every time we're around each other, we're very good together. Like we can be in sync. You know what I'm saying? Uh, if I tell him if he want me to do something, I'll do it. He want me to wash the dishes, I'll wash it. He gonna cook, he'll cook. You know what I'm saying? We have a good in sync situation if we're around each other, if we're in the same household. So even though even though I loved him, I never thought I was never in love with him. And sorry if you hear this, not I love you, but like I was never in love with him deeply how I was in love with somebody else in my life. But I was willing to marry him because this is going back to what's love got to do with it. I was willing to marry him because I had love for him, and our relationship was safe. Our relationship was calm. We went on vacation together. We can have fun together. We could dance. We could go out. But I never felt like our love, because I always would question people and they were like, "Well, y'all so good together," which we were. But I never felt like I was in the deepest love with him. And this is like the first time I'm really telling people, like, or saying it out, because I used to say to my cousins, I don't know if I said it to you before.
Yeah,
I've said it to my other.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. though I've said it to my brother's wife when we were like kind of close, like I wasn't in the deepest love with him. Like I loved him, but our love wasn't deep. But our relationship was so like calm, good, and happy. I was like, fuck it. Like, what's love got to do with it if you are gonna be happy most of the time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, we can have a good time. Like you see, you've been out with us. We can
Right.
have fun. We
Yeah,
have fun.
we can have fun. We can have fun. You know, it's like, but and you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to be in love to necessarily love. And somebody told me you don't even marry for love, marry for other things. And it's funny we talk about love. Because my tea bag says the principal ingredient of life is love. That's crazy. You know, love can go a long way, but you don't necessarily. I don't know. Do you necessarily have to be in love
I
to
think
marry
you have
someone? That's kind of
in love, but I don't think the love has to be as deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? The love doesn't have to be as deep as
romance. Ramon. What is that? Roman or Ramon?
oh hi baby.
Hey.
Hey. Like the love doesn't have to be that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the love might not be as deep. Like okay, I'm not gonna lie, my baby father, even though we had like a tumultuous relationship, that's the man that I've loved most. And happy birthday in the sky to Reggie. And today is his birthday. You
Oh,
know,
happy birthday.
happy birthday in the sky to my baby father who gave me the best gift of my life. No matter how our relationship was, you know, Kayshawn is the best gift I ever had. So yeah, like I've loved my baby. I've never loved a man like I love my baby father, even though it was an abusive relationship. So you know what I'm saying? I've never loved somebody in that way. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I do, that'll be great. But I don't feel like sometimes you might not be in love the way you were in love before. But I feel like now as I'm grown, like if you have a consistently good relationship, you love that person, the sex is okay, and maybe you don't gotta be in deep love to be married or to be with that person forever. Cause
Yeah.
love is overrated. Shit.
Like I said like last time, what's love got to do with it? Because my thing is loyalty, respect. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have conversation. You gotta be able to conversate. You gotta be able
Right.
to compromise. Like when I go to 10, don't go to 10 with me.
Right.
Because when you go to 10, I'm gonna try to calm you down. I'm gonna try to stay down in the 5 and 6 or the 3 and the 2 area, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, and people don't realize people are very simple.
Yep.
Like sometimes it doesn't take much to please a person or to keep the peace.
Yep. Just don't scream at me. I'm very simple. Don't scream at me. Let's not argue. Let's talk. I'm simple. Like, you know what I'm saying? You work with me, I work with you. I'm
Right.
very, you know what I'm saying?
Very simple. Don't
It
yell, don't be
everything
nasty. I'm gonna treat you like a king, regardless if I'm married to you or not. I'm gonna treat you just like I want to treat my husband. You
right.
know what I mean?
Like
So
I
it's
want to be treated. When I'm with somebody, I treat them how I want to be treated. They need me, I got them. Like I'm a rider for real. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody can't ride on a boat. It is what it is, you know. We ain't into everybody. So that's the topic for today.
everybody can't swim in case this boat flip over.
Okay, because you know we need. It's only two lifeboats. It's only two. What do you call those things? There's only two life things that we could get on. Everybody can't jump on that life, you know, to get saved. So there's only
Right.
two, only room for one person on my boat.
Right. Right. Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
So guys, we're gonna see you guys next week.
Guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. You know.
All supporters, we love you guys. Invite more, like and share. Like and share.
Yep.
Click, like, and share. Even if you don't watch the whole show. I mean, I guess you gotta watch the whole show to get to the end part. But if you don't watch the whole show, just like and share. Let people, we got a little information. Somebody might help somebody's life.
That's right. We
Try-
got somebody might not have to be out here getting played, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might need to know these things, you know what I'm saying? Like a person might not just be into you and you have to know the signs, people, you know? They're showing you signs that they're not into you. So watch the signs, look at the attitude and
yes.
move on. It's okay. If they're not into you, there's somebody else that's gonna be into you. There's somebody for everybody. So
Yeah.
until next time, love,
Love you.
love. We love you. We out.
You said
Hey.
love you and hair grease.
Dun, dun,
Yeah. I won't be
dun. Hey.